The Galactic Council was meeting in a vast, dark chamber. Aliens from all corners of the universe filled the room, their eyes fixed on the floating platform in the center. The decision was final. Villar, the leader of the council, slammed his gavel down. "It is decided. Humanity will be erased from the galaxy." The room fell silent as the other members nodded in agreement. For centuries, the council had watched Earth from a distance, dismissing humanity as a weak and insignificant species. But now their patience had run out. The humans had become too bold, too dangerous. They had to be removed. As the council debated, a lone figure watched from the shadows. Captain Lucien Shepard stood on the bridge of a massive warship, his eyes focused on Earth's distant view. He had heard the council's verdict, and he knew something they didn't. Humanity was no longer weak. They were ready to fight back. The council thought they could wipe out Earth without consequence, but they were wrong. Something was about to change. Humanity wasn't going down without a fight. And with Shepard preparing for what's to come, unaware of the terrible power humanity had hidden away, Captain Lucien Shepard stood still, staring out of the warship's view screen. Earth was in his sights, the familiar blue planet glowing softly in the distance. He could feel the weight of the mission pressing on him. The Galactic Council had just condemned humanity, but he knew something they didn't. Earth wasn't the helpless species they thought. Behind him, the crew moved in silence, preparing for the mission ahead. They were about to engage in the most dangerous fight humanity had ever faced. But they weren't alone. Shepard had something the Council could never predict, an unknown fleet. Hidden away for years, the fleet had been humanity's secret weapon, and now it was time to unleash it. The warship's engines hummed to life, and Shepard felt a chill run down his spine. The enemy had no idea what was coming for them. They were preparing to attack Earth, but it was Earth's turn to strike first. As Shepard turned back to the screen, the first wave of enemy ships appeared, entering the solar system with terrifying speed. The battle was about to begin, but Shepard's hand hovered over the controls. He was about to reveal humanity's trump card, end with the unknown fleet slowly emerging from the shadows, preparing for the fight of their lives. The first wave of alien ships approached Earth, their enormous hulls casting dark shadows across the vastness of space. They moved with purpose, determined to carry out the Council's orders to erase humanity from existence. But they were not prepared for what came next. Deep beneath Earth's surface, hidden for centuries, something stirred. It was ancient, powerful, and ready to strike. The beast was no myth, it was real. Designed by Earth's earliest ancestors as a weapon of unimaginable destruction, it had been buried, waiting for the day it would be needed. Now that day had come. On board the warship, Captain Shepard felt the rumble beneath his feet as the beast was unleashed. A low, guttural growl echoed through the ship's hallways, sending chills through the crew. They all knew the story, but none of them truly understood what they had awakened. The alien fleet continued to advance, unaware of the terror rising from below. Suddenly, a massive figure rose from the Earth's core, its form shadowed in darkness. The beast towered over the alien ships, its glowing eyes piercing through the void. With a roar, it launched itself into space, tearing through the alien fleet with ease. Massive warships disintegrated in its wake as it charged forward, unstoppable. Driven by the ancient power of Earth's forgotten past, end with the alien fleet in chaos, as the beast shows them just how wrong they were to underestimate humanity. The battle was chaos. A storm of flashing lights and exploding ships. The alien fleet, once confident and powerful, was crumbling under the unstoppable force of the beast. Captain Shepard stood on the bridge, watching in awe as the beast tore through enemy ships like paper. Each roar sent shockwaves through space, and each alien warship that fell to the beast's might only seemed to fuel its rage. But the Council wasn't blind. As their fleet scrambled to respond, the remaining commanders realized their mistake. They had underestimated humanity's strength, and now the price was being paid in real time. Villar, the Council's leader, watched from his command center, his face twisted in disbelief. He had thought the aliens were the galaxy's true rulers. Now he saw that Earth, a planet once deemed insignificant, had become the most terrifying force in the galaxy. As the alien ships regrouped, a new wave of reinforcements arrived. The Council had sent their most advanced fleet, armed with the latest weapons and technology, nothing the humans had ever faced before. Shepard knew this wasn't over. The beast could only do so much. The real test was about to begin. Humanity had awakened a monster, but they would need more than that to survive. And with the massive alien fleet closing in on Earth, as Shepard prepares for the final showdown, the skies above Earth were alive with the flash of weapons fire as the battle intensified. The beast had caused devastation, but the alien reinforcements were relentless. Massive warships descended upon Earth's atmosphere, and the true scale of the alien fleet revealed itself. It was clear. The fight for Earth's survival had only just begun. Captain Shepard stood at the helm, eyes fixed on the screens, calculating every move. His fleet was smaller, outnumbered, but they had one advantage the aliens never expected: their determination. As Earth's warships fired back, Shepard's thoughts raced. The beast was a powerful weapon, but even it couldn't win the war alone. Humanity needed to fight. Every soldier, every ship, every weapon. On the ground, the battle had spread to Earth's cities. Humans were not just defending their planet. They were fighting for their homes, for their families, and for their future. Soldiers rushed into the fray, armed with experimental weapons and armor, proving to the galaxy that humanity was not going to be erased without a fight. But as the alien fleet moved closer, Villar issued his order, a final decisive strike to wipe out Earth's defenses once and for all. The fate of the planet hung in the balance, and Shepard knew that one wrong move could mean the end. End with Shepard receiving an urgent transmission. The Council is about to unleash their most deadly weapon yet. The alien fleet advanced relentlessly, pushing Earth's defenses to the edge. Shepard watched as human warships, battered and burning, held their ground. The beast was wreaking havoc, but the alien forces were growing smarter, adapting to its attacks. Humanity's strength was beginning to falter under the weight of the onslaught. Then, a chilling transmission cut through the comms. Villar's voice echoed across the battlefield, cold and filled with malice. Earth's fate is sealed. Prepare for annihilation. The alien fleet had deployed their final weapon, a massive planet-destroying device, capable of wiping out every living thing on Earth in a single strike. Shepard's heart raced. The countdown had begun. Earth's last hope was running out of time. "We're not giving up," Shepard muttered, clenching his fists. He turned to his crew, determination in his eyes. "This isn't the end." He activated the secret weapon they had been saving for this very moment, a massive energy wave designed to overwhelm the aliens' final assault. The ship's engines roared to life as the weapon powered up, sending pulses of energy through the fleet. Earth's warships positioned themselves to create a protective barrier around the planet. But as the countdown neared its final seconds, Shepard realized something terrifying. The energy wave might not be enough to stop the alien weapon. One final gamble, one final act of bravery. This was humanity's last stand, and with the energy wave charging up as the alien weapon fires, leaving the fate of Earth hanging in the balance. The countdown echoed in Shepard's ears, the seconds ticking away like the heartbeat of the universe itself. The alien weapon was moments from firing, its destructive energy locked on Earth. Shepard's hand hovered over the ship's controls, his mind racing with one thought. This is it. This is humanity's last chance. His crew was bracing for impact, knowing that even if the energy wave worked, it would cost them everything. The ships were already badly damaged, their shields flickering weakly against the barrage of alien fire. But they kept fighting, refusing to surrender. "Ready the wave," Shepard ordered, his voice steady. Though his heart thundered in his chest, the massive warship's engines began to hum louder, resonating through the crew's bones as the energy weapon powered up. It was their only hope. But as Shepard activated the system, a cold realization gripped him. The wave wouldn't just overwhelm the alien weapon, it would drain all power from the ship. They wouldn't be able to survive, but there was no turning back. Shepard's hand was steady as he activated the final sequence. The energy wave shot out, engulfing everything in its path, crashing into the alien weapon with an intensity that could be felt across the galaxy. For a moment, everything went still. Then, the explosion. The alien weapon's energy field shattered, but the blast backfired, ripping through the human fleet. Shepard's ship was caught in the blast, its systems failing one by one. It was a sacrifice, one that would either save Earth or doom it forever, and with Shepard watching Earth's view fade to black as the last remnants of the fleet vanish into the void. When the blinding light of the explosion finally faded, the galaxy was eerily quiet. The battle was over. The alien fleet was gone, reduced to fragments scattered across the vastness of space. Earth's defenses were battered, its warships destroyed, but the planet still stood. Captain Shepard's warship was barely intact, drifting aimlessly in space. The control systems were offline, and the crew was injured, but they had made it. Earth had survived. Shepard, his face weary but filled with determination, stood at the shattered bridge's viewport, looking at the Earth below. Despite the destruction, despite the cost, humanity had won. But the victory came at a steep price. Did we win? One of the crew members whispered, her voice trembling. Shepard didn't answer right away. He was thinking of the lives lost, the sacrifices made, the energy wave, the final gamble. They had worked. The alien weapon had been neutralized, and Earth had endured. But the cost of their survival was far from over. Suddenly, the comms crackled to life. A transmission faint but unmistakable. Earth is not alone. It was a message from the galaxy's farthest reaches, from other human colonies that had been waiting for this moment. They had watched, and they were coming. The Council had underestimated humanity. They had thought Earth would be erased, but instead, the galaxy had just awakened a sleeping giant, end with Shepard's face filled with a quiet resolve. As he watches the stars, knowing the war was just beginning, Earth was no longer a target. It was now the heart of a galaxy-wide awakening.